I quit my job. Today was my last day. Now, before you get crazy, I have another job. I'm not quitting to do social media full time. I'm not gonna lie, I think people who do that are cray. And I like having a job, okay? Side note, Too Faced just sent me this foundation, so I'm gonna try it. Okay. She might be a tad too dark. All right, let's see if we can, wow, this looks kind of orange, which is unfortunate because I don't have time to fix this. Anyways, I was not looking for a new job. I think that you guys know I speak very highly of my job and my company, where I work, who I work with. These people emailed me and they were like, hey, we would love to talk to you about a job opportunity. And I remember looking at Brad and just being like, do I do this? Should I just hear what they have to say? Like, what's the harm in that? The first person that I kind of talked to, I'm not even gonna call it an interview because she was just like telling me about what they were thinking. They're like, we would love for you to do this, this, and this. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And then she said, okay, do you want to talk to somebody who actually does this role? So I ended up talking to this other girl who works for this company. Legitimately sounded a little too good to be true. And then I talked to the lady I spoke with first. And she was like, okay, what are your thoughts? And I was like, I'll be honest, it sounds super cool. The problem is the salary was less than I make right now. And she offered it to me part-time. She was like, well, do you want to try it part-time? And she said something like, is there ever a world where you would want to do this full-time? And I was like, well, this world? Like, your girl does not need another side hustle. So anyways, I was like, yeah, this world is somewhere where I would want to do full-time. And she was like, actually, we have another role that we think you would be really good at. And then I had actual interviews with the COO and the CEO of this company. It was over vacation while I was in Florida. So I'm like on PTO from my other job having these interviews. It's fully remote, unlimited PTO, which I realize isn't like real, but more PTO than I get right now. Who's gonna say no to that? And it's a pretty big switch up from my current 9-to-5 as an ergonomics engineer. It is actually in the fitness industry and I get to help people grow their fitness business, a little bit of social media help, like stuff that I'm already doing outside of work. But now I like have a salary pay for it. What? It's so bittersweet. My boss keeps saying it's the end of an era. You guys know I talk so highly of my boss. So today was my last day. Brad is taking me to dinner on a little date to celebrate my last day. And then I don't start my new job until Tuesday. So we got a couple days off and it's wedding week, baby. And I think I can speak for both me and Brad when I say thank you to you guys. So many little things have happened over the years that led to these people even knowing who I am to offer me this job, and like it's not possible without you guys. So just like from the deepest part of my soul, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you is never enough, right? But you guys should hear it. Smile.